Hey guys, hope you're doing good today. Happy Friday. We made it this far, so that's a good sign. Today I want to talk about why you should take your book cover design seriously. I have a lot of people that I do covers for, and they're looking for book covers, but they're just looking to get something that's quickly done and not really professional. And I think that if you're going to take your book cover design seriously, it just means that you got to put the juice behind it. You got to be the energy behind it, and creating something that's eye-catching, something that stands out more than any other book you've seen. It's going to take a process, and I focus on the process every day. And I just think that you can't be like doing what you need to do. When you're doing what you need to do, I promise you're going to get the results that you wanted, and getting those results is just what's going to take you even further. So, from start to finish, whatever it is you're doing, it's got to be worth it. It's got to be important. Otherwise, while you're doing it, you're not going to really feel good about it, and neither are your readers. So, when you take your book cover design, as a serious thing, and you say, hey, this is going to be seen by a lot of people, so I should put my time into it and really pay attention to what makes it eye-catching, what makes it stand out, what makes it look beautiful, what makes it a better book cover than all the other book covers. Because these days we have a lot of book covers out there, and to be honest, we don't need all the bad book covers. Because, well, actually, I take that back. You need the bad book covers so you can be the good book cover, because that's the only way you can get better. It's just making it to the next point where you're like, wow, this is great. This is great. So I think taking that major step in your life and in your day, in your world, and just doing what you're supposed to do is more important than maybe all the other stuff that you might think actually is happening. If you would just focus on finishing your book cover or finishing your story, it'd get done a lot faster than you thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. I've come to the point in my life where I'm like, you can think as much as you want. You can think as much as you want, but it's not ever going to replace the work. The work is the thing, and that's really what I believe in, doing the work and doing it right. If you're going to focus on doing a book cover design, if I'm going to focus on doing book covers, I want to do them right. I'm not here to go 30%, 40%, 80%. I'm here to put in 150, 200. Actually, scratch that. I'm here to put 1,000% in. Every speck of my energy when I design book covers is going right back into that book cover. So it's like you're getting the human experience through a design, and that's why I believe people connect with art on a real level. If you're going to connect with something, it's because it's talking to the human, it's talking to the person, the mind, the whoever's in there. And if you're going to do it right, just do it right. It's starting with the right plan and fulfilling that plan, and just I guess just paying attention, because paying attention is going to beat out just trying to rush things, or trying to oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, oh, what if I don't do this, and da 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 da. It's like it's too much. When you get to the step and you need a book cover design, just have a vision, bring that into the process, and I promise you'll get something that's eye-catching. It's not a complicated process. It doesn't need to be overthought. It's just how it works. It's the combination of it's art. It's art. At the end of the day, it's just art. It's what's being created, and to create something that's really eye-catching is just like, it's important to me. And I think every author should want to have an eye-catching book cover, because if you expect your book to do good, if you expect to sell more books and catch the attention of more readers, you're going to need something that really just says, hey, pay attention to me. Otherwise you miss that, however many sales you could have been making. As an author, you should want to be pulling in all the sales. You should be wanting to reach that bestseller, which means you're going to have to sell more books. It's not just publish a book, get it out there, and hope it sells. No, you need to pay attention to the process, because when you do, I promise, your life's going to change. Things are going to change how they work, and ultimately the turnout is going to change. And I think that's kind of the real version of, if you want to call it, real life art. Because what are we doing every day? Well, I mean, maybe not for everyone, but if just take this for example, if you're taking your thoughts and you're making them into reality, that's pretty amazing. why are we not giving that enough credit, you know? Because it's just that process right there, taking your thoughts and making reality. When I was like, just like when I was like, I'm going to be a book cover designer, I need to make a website, you know? Thought about what I wanted, and we made it a reality, you know? And that's what we're experiencing right now. So I think it's whatever you think about enough and you actually do, that's what the turnout is going to be. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't always feel good, but you know, the burn's not always bad. It just makes you stronger so you can, you know, get to a better result. And I think, you know, everybody starts off rough. And when I first started, it was like, damn, you know, where am I going to find these authors and da-da-da-da. And then I got plugged into social media, and then other options started to open up. And then, you know, time goes on, you realize, wow, it's actually what I'm investing, which is my time, which is my energy, which is how this thing's actually moving. So your book is actually your energy just getting transmitted into the story, and then into the publishing process, and then finally into being out there and in the world. You know, after you put all your energy in, you can, you know, you're the author now. And I think being the author of your own book and of your own life is probably the most important thing. Even for me, I'm gonna be honest, I've never really like written a good book. I've never really written a book. I've written like essays in school and all this other stuff. I know a lot about writing books and self-publishing just because I'm a book cover designer, but personally I've never written a book, you know. But I do know about process, and I know that process can be applied through all things, and the level of quality really comes from the amount of importance and seriousness that person is just bringing in. You know, it can be, you know, fun, but at the same time, it's like, I just want to do exactly what I'm supposed to do, how it's supposed to be done, so it can turn out like it's supposed to. You know, everything's got to be aligned, and when it is, you're going to know. And I think when you know, it just makes a massive difference in the architecture, the design of everything that you're doing in your daily life. Every action is going to change just by choosing where you want to be, you know? So pick where you want to go and go there, people. Quit waiting, quit dreaming, because the dream is what you're doing right now, you know? How do you know you're not actually dreaming right now? You know, like my friend told me, he was like, you know, what if you never woke up from your sleep, right? Or he said is the butterfly dreaming it's the man, or is the man dreaming it's a butterfly, you know? So it's like whichever end you look at it from, you know, if you're awake, well, you're not sleeping. So we must be here at the thing, doing what we're supposed to be doing with the thing, you know? I think that anything you do can turn into a great thing. Just put your heart into it, put your time, just put you in it. And we put you in it, the world will recognize that. So have a great Friday, everyone. I hope your writing is coming along great. I hope, you know, you've had a good week, and that, you know, your life isn't stressful, because it doesn't need to be. And when you plan and you have a process and you know where you want to go and you know where you want to get to, it's going to make things a lot easier. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Well, I won't see you, but I know you'll be watching. So I'll see you later. Peace.